You know, like you don't have sex for a while, then finally you do it. It's just what it's like.
Yeah. What's up, guys? Welcome back to That Horror Couple. I'm Kaylee.
And I'm Rob.
And thank you guys so much for coming back. We are back.
Thanks for clicking our thumbnail.
Yeah, we're back. Sorry, we were gone for like a week. We were both really sick, so we're finally feeling better. We're feeling excited. We just saw 10, Saw X, whatever it's called. I keep saying that. Saw X.
Let me tell you. X marks the spot.
Yes, awesome.
It's like
movie.
a pirate finding a treasure.
Yeah.
And we found one.
Yeah. Oh, John Kramer's got the map, and he's got the treasure.
And I'm the pirate.
Yeah.
Yar, me matey. Yar.
Oh yeah.
That horror couple.
It's us.
That horror couple. That horror couple. And they talk about horror.
Like and subscribe. A sick and desperate John travels to Mexico for a risky and experimental medical procedure in hopes of a miracle cure for his cancer, only to discover the entire operation is a scam to defraud the most vulnerable. Directed by Kevin Grutute, starring Tobin Bell, Shawnee Smith, Zenove McCody, and Stephen Brand.
Yeah, the director's actually, he was involved in Saw 6 and The Strangers.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. And I like his directing style. I got to kick off our likes by saying I thought this was one of the better Saw sequels, to be honest, if not like the best. Like, I really enjoyed this movie.
Up there. It's
way up there. I really enjoyed getting to see Tobin Bell. He's back. John Kramer.
I feel like this film has you rooting for John Kramer like the entire time.
Yeah.
John Kramer is the good guy in this one.
He is.
Because I'm totally Team Kramer.
I'm Team Kramer too. I root for him like the whole movie.
Not once was I rooting for somebody to escape the trap.
No.
Except for maybe that young girl. Most of the time I was Team Jigsaw all the way.
Second place, hell yeah!
This is John Kramer's movie.
Yeah.
If you're a Jigsaw fan, a John Kramer fan,
This movie's for you.
yeah, because his character totally like fucking rises and shines in this
He's
film.
awesome in this movie. Tobin Bell's great as always with his, dark, sinister voice, and you want to play a game. It's just, he's great.
But we get to learn more about John Kramer the man.
Yeah.
Not just the character of Jigsaw. Who is John Kramer the man? This film,
shows us.
let's just see it. How the movie opened up was the classic Twisted Pictures logo.
Of course. Yeah.
So, and
I always think of Saw when I see that.
No, but it feels awesome to have a Saw movie in theaters around Halloween again. Because for a while, every year, these things were busting out around October. So to have a Saw film come back out in October, I'm like, ooh, takes me back.
Yeah, it makes it feel like Halloween.
Do you want to play a game?
So the storyline of this one takes place in between the original Saw and the sequel, Saw 2. So we see John Kramer finds out about his brain cancer.
Yeah.
But then finds out about an experimental procedure.
They're doing it in another country.
Yeah. So he's going to like cancer support groups. Finds out like through a fellow guy there,
cancer
Henry.
survivor.
So he finds out about this doctor, Finn Peterson, who has this like cure.
Experimental procedure.
Yes, but it's outside. It's like in Norway. It's outside the States. So he goes home, Googles it, looks it up.
Yeah.
And he finds out maybe this guy can help me.
Yeah.
Gets in touch with his daughter.
Yeah.
Cecilia.
What was her last name?
Yeah. And Peterson.
I'm
She's
sorry.
related to her dad.
Cecilia Peterson, yeah. But we don't want to spoil too much, so we're just going to tell you like the...
Just throw that warning up.
Yeah, the spoiler warning just in case, guys. Basically, it just sets up that there's this experimental procedure in Mexico that John Kramer can go do, and it's supposedly will cure his cancer.
So his daughter Cecilia Peterson gets in touch with him and tells him, I think we can help you.
Yeah.
She finds out he doesn't have much time left. And when he travels to go meet them and get this procedure, very like top secret, so he gets like held at gunpoint.
Yeah, that was really scary. I was like, what is going on?
Yes, but what was different about this film compared to other Saw films is when he was at the facility, I noticed the lighting was very bright. It was very like sunny.
Like hopeful. Yeah, it felt very hopeful, very bright.
Yeah, and the music was kind of uplifting, which is very different
from previous Saw movies.
So seeing this character, John Kramer, in like a different light,
atmosphere,
where there's hope for him. That's what I meant to say in the beginning. We get to find out about John Kramer, the man.
When John arrives at this, secret place, he meets a couple different people. Who Cecilia, she introduces him to them and like says, oh well, she's a survivor. Well, he's the surgeon. She's this,
The anesthesiologist.
Yeah.
There was Gabriella at the door, that young girl that's like, oh, they helped my family.
We also have Mateo and Valentina, who were the technicians or the doctor and the nurse back in the lab, and obviously and everyone's not what they seem. I'm not gonna spoil it past that,
John
but
Kramer actually has the surgery on his brain, or what he thinks is surgery, and that scene was very intense because it was shot kind of from the point of view where you kind of see what's
going on with in John's head.
Yeah, like what he's going through. After the procedure, they tell him everything's good. She said they send him on his way. He comes back with a thank you, a bottle of like her favorite wine or champagne, and the whole place is gone.
So
it's a scam.
Are you sure? Maybe you should like lean over and look again.
Yeah, it turns out this whole thing is a scam, and of course he has to, you know, put back on his jigsaw hat and get back to serial killing because, or you know, whatever you want to call it. I guess technically he's not.
Out of all people to mess with, they picked John Kramer.
Yeah, I know.
And
the movie just really picks up really fast from there. We're not going to spoil anything else about the movie. It's the traps that we do get to see are really insane. They're really crazy. I think this movie is there's just enough gore that, you know, it makes it like a Saw film, but maybe it was dialed down just a tad bit from, you know, previous sequels, in my opinion. I think there was a lot more. It was really plot centric in this one, and traps I felt like were gory, but they weren't like super gory.
Well, they were gory enough.
Yeah, I mean, no, I liked them, but I'm saying I've seen like weirder stuff in some of the other sequels.
We definitely got a cool like eye ripping out part.
Yeah,
there's
that
a
was
leg decapitated. We got a head decapitated.
Yeah.
So there's definitely plenty of gore in this for the Saw fan. But I feel like where this film differs is we see like a soft side to John Kramer.
Yeah.
How he gets close with this little boy he runs into.
Yeah, Carlos.
And he teaches he like fixes his bike.
Yeah. Reminds me of the little bike Billy the puppet rides.
Yeah, we find out about his backstory. He's an architect and he's an engineer.
That's how he's able to build all those crazy traps, you know?
when he finds out that these people are up to no good, he captures like the whole crew and he puts them in classic Jigsaw basement style warehouse room.
Yeah.
It looks like a gas station bathroom of like a quick stop.
Job would be great if it wasn't for the fucking customers.
It was very reminiscent of the bathroom that, you know, Dr. Gordon was stuck in the first one.
You definitely feel like you have to take a shower after like seeing this room.
It was pretty grimy and gross.
And he basically takes them out one by one each trap. But there is a twist. Oh, and I want to say that like the main bad girl, the main
Cecilia,
she played a great bitch.
She was so
was a
good.
Great bad guy.
Yeah, you like love to hate her kind of character. Like that was great.
Yeah, and this is the first movie I think I saw John Kramer be challenged like that.
Yeah,
like
that's true.
There was one point like she had him like basically like she had John Kramer like in a trap.
Yeah.
So it's like just to see that, it's like totally flipping the script, and I've never seen John Kramer put in that position before.
Yeah, and I definitely liked that we got to see Amanda back. That was awesome. Shawnee Smith, she's great. I loved how in this movie.
She definitely has some great parts. Like, I feel like this is just as much her movie as it is John Kramer's. Almost.
Yeah, no, it was so good. I love the scenes to see these two actors like play off of each other because I feel like they have such amazing chemistry.
Yeah, this film is definitely just as much Amanda's, I thought, as
John
it was John Kramer's.
Yeah.
Like Amanda's character has great scenes. It fills in the gaps of like when she first started working for him, which we never got to see. She arrives with the classic pig mask.
I like that. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I was
like, first movie, yay! And we also, spoiler alert, obviously, we also get to see little Billy the puppet riding on his little tricycle. He's so cute. I love him.
There was a scene where a kitty got close to John Kramer.
Carlos,
Carlos. John Kramer was willing to sacrifice himself so someone innocent in his mind wouldn't die.
Yeah.
So like he really does believe in his work. The same rules apply in this film that they do in all the films.
All the previous
where
films.
he wants to give everybody a chance to live. This is the most I've ever seen him challenged, but at the same time, you're not smarter than John Kramer.
Never,
so,
of course.
Of course, there's a twist within the twist.
Yeah, we won't give that away, but
put out by Twisted Pictures.
Yeah, put out by Twisted Pictures. A John Kramer twist.
There's lots of twisting.
As far as dislikes of the film, I have to say it's really hard to pick out dislikes for this one because this was very enjoyable and definitely worth going to see in theaters if you're able to do so. I guess if you have to, nitpick, I'd say I really hated that lady, Cecilia. But that's not really a dislike of the movie. I just hated her character, and that's what she was there for. So, what about you?
There's a couple things. I like this movie a lot, but I feel like, did we get like like less traps than usual? Maybe
Yes,
not.
we did. That's what I said. I felt like it was a little less gore,
we
maybe.
Got like 3 or 4 traps, but
yeah.
like, maybe we get a little more, but maybe not. I don't know.
I don't think so. I think it was a little less than some of the previous sequels, a little bit. Which I don't mind because I'm not really into like the torture porn, really. I'm more of like a slasher girl myself.
I like regular porn.
Yeah.
With like boobs. Dislikes it. I don't know if this is the final Saw. I think everybody assumes it is. I understand it's a prequel, but they kind of like left it open at the end, where obviously
they could do another movie about happening in between certain sequels. I don't know.
It takes place in between 1 and 2, so I understand he goes on to like continue his work, but the way this movie ended, it doesn't feel like the final Saw to me.
No, yeah.
But it does in the sense where I did like John Kramer's character.
Tobin Bell, he's
so
awesome.
much in this. Like,
me too.
Like he's actually the good guy in this film, which you're rooting for him, you like him. I'm kind of sad if this is the way they ended it. I mean,
another dislike would be, I guess I'd be sad not to see Amanda and John Kramer again. Maybe we could, maybe we couldn't. I don't know. I guess that's up to Twisted Pictures.
They're twisted.
Yeah. As far as final thoughts of the film, I give this film like an 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. I can't wait to buy it. I would watch it again to complete our Saw collection. Yeah, definitely 8 out of 10 for me.
Definitely getting
I thought it was great. Yeah. What about you?
Final thoughts. I thought it was a great film, great storytelling, and that's always what I liked about the Saw films. For a lot of people, it's about the gore and I like the gore and I like that stuff. But for me, when you watch all the Saw films back to back, it's great storytelling, and I feel like this film was even more so, better storytelling as far as backstories go.
Yeah, it's more plot centric.
Yeah, and we got a good backstory with every single one of the victims this time.
Yeah, I like that too.
Did you feel like you knew like every single one of the victims?
Yeah, you kind of got to know what kind of person they were.
There was another part that I really liked where you saw him sketching out something.
And it was the bear trap, right? Like
no, it was the rack in part 3.
Oh, okay.
Was it part 3? Yeah, it was part 3.
Oh, you're right. Why would that be? Yeah. Okay, I don't know.
It was that rack where the guy's like,
Okay, yeah.
I'm just so happy that there's another Saw film. It's a good sequel.
Yeah.
It's a good addition. It might even be a good way to end it. I'm just, as a fan, I'm sad to see it end. I think it's one of the best John Kramer stories out of all of them.
I agree. Yeah, I think so too.
So yeah, I would have to give it. I'll give it an 8.5. 8.5.
8.5. That's good. Good score. Okay, guys, make sure you.
I just didn't want to do the same as you.
Yeah. Okay, you want to do something different.
Yeah, I just want to be a dick like that.
Guys, make sure you're clicking that bell.
I like it a lot. I'm like, well, I like it a really lot.
Yeah. Guys, make sure you are liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. Make sure you hit the bell to be notified when we drop all of our new horror movie trailer reactions, horror movie reviews, Walking Dead universe stuff. Make sure you're staying up to date with everything That Horror Couple. Follow us on all social media. Once again, I'm Kaylee.
And I'm Rob.
And we hope you guys have a wonderful day. We'll see you guys soon.
Check this film out. And I do want to add, the people in the theater were clapping.
Oh, yeah, they were real. They were an awesome crowd.
Yeah,
they were
go
clapping
see this
and stuff.
film in theaters.
Go see it in theaters.
I think you guys will like it.
You'll dig it.
Thanks for watching.
We'll see you soon.